Well, it's a brand new year, and that means a lot of brand new laws and a lot of new political faces, and we're here to tell you what they're doing, mainly here in Texas and my hometown.
City Superstars! City Superstars.
Well, the first issue of 2013 is that federal funding for Planned Parenthood ended January 1st. Now, the state's been trying to cut funding to Planned Parenthood for a while because of their connection to abortion providers. I mean, the state wants to provide women's health services with the same services already offered. They just want to cut ties with Planned Parenthood. Judge Gary Harger was given the case on ruling whether or not funding would be cut, and he ruled that it can be cut. I mean, the state didn't give much of a choice. Their position was that if funding continued to go to Planned Parenthood, the women's health program would end entirely. By the way, both women's health programs and Planned Parenthood provided most of the same services: breast and cervical cancer screenings, HIV tests, different forms of birth control. The difference being is that Planned Parenthood clinics provide abortion options, what they are and where to go. On a similar note, State Senator Dan Patrick is planning to introduce legislation to impose additional barriers for women seeking medically induced abortions in their first trimester of pregnancy, which consists of taking FDA-approved pills. Basically what this bill is, patients would have to visit their doctors more often than normal if they want to use the pill, which seems reasonable. And on another similar note, Texas lawmakers are also considering a stringent 20-week abortion ban where lawmakers would consider how they want to punish women seeking a late-term abortion past the arbitrary cutoff date, which means after 20 weeks, if women would get an abortion, well, they could go to jail or something else. And because we spend so much time on abortion issues, here's a couple of other issues your politicians are working on. State Comptroller Susan Combs wrote out a check for $29.3 million to a group that's going to be staging the first Formula One race outside of Austin. Yeah, that's taxpayer money. Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst is accusing his campaign manager of stealing around $600,000 from his political treasury. This coming after state filings showed that the Dewhurst campaign reported $700,000 less than originally reported. And in local political news, the Webb County Commissioner's Court approved special emergency bonuses for some departments a few days ago. And that's pretty much what happened the first week of January. Okay, there's a lot of things that happened on the first week of January. Whatever.